Hello, this is Ilya Satori, aka Stephano from Team Evidences in the HyperX Pro review. Today we're gonna watch a ZvT on Whirlwind, and I'm gonna cast you this game and make you understand how to play the middle to the late game in ZvT.
Hello everybody, I'm gonna cast a ZvT today between me opposing Alex Simois. He's a French Canadian, I think. I'm playing on Whirlwind. It's I think the biggest map on the ladder right now with a star station. And the biggest difficulty on this map, or at least in the early game, is finding out what is the opponent doing, because the map is so big you can't really scout with a drone, and the overlords don't always spot the turn in the first position. Well, as you can see, I'm scouting him first position, but this is like a very lucky move for me. Otherwise, I'm just playing totally blindly. I'm gonna go hatch first. You are kind of forced to do this in this matchup, but then the variant come where to decide to take or not the gas. As I wanted to be safe, I took the gas in case of a Reaper aggression. On this map, Terra doesn't really go on any double proxy barrack, because the distance are quite big when you do the double barrack in the middle of the map, so it's kind of easy for the Zerg to defend. I scouted the barrack and the command center. Right now I'm leaving my override in this position because I saw no Marine and no Reaper. I'm waiting to see a unit coming out of the barrack. I see the Reaper, so I know how to react. Straight away 6 Zerglings, 2 Queens, and I start the speed link. And right now I'm sure my defense is kind of perfect against his aggression. He can't really do anything. I have the Zergling popping as soon as the Reaper comes in my natural. Yeah, this was my mismicro from me. It's my bad. Sorry for such a disappointing move. Anyway, after this, I don't think it's impossible for him to kill anything more than this drone. And as you can see, I'm making my 3rd queen on my natural. As I have explained, you can't go double queens on this map, or I mean on this opening. When you go speedling, you don't have enough minerals. You need to keep making overloads and drones. So right now I see only 1 Reaper. I still have an overload on his natural, but at some point I need to scout what is he doing with this guy's Reaper. Like, he keeps going on Reaper, or he goes Helions or Widow Mines. So as soon as I get a speed link, I kill this Reaper. So as I was saying, I denied the Reaper, and now I can start scouting what the Terran is doing. The information is very important right now. And behind that I take my gas. So I just kill a SCV and I scout same time what he's doing. So Helions, so I keep making drones because I have queens to defend against them. I will add a bit later, I think, some Zerglings to defend in case he wants to try and get inside or be behind my mineral line. I put my 3rd hatch before the Helions come. Like, usually I wouldn't want to have it that early, because I still have upgrades to do and tech 2 to do. But as I know the Helions are on the way, I need to take it before they come. Right now I'm adding some Zerglings just to take back the map control. It's really important right now in this matchup to constantly have or at least in the early game, have the map control. I'm doing my upgrades. As you see, I'm still not taking 2 lair. That is because I did put down this hatchery quite early. I see his Helions. I'm just right now trying to circle them or find a way to kill them without losing all my Zerglings. So I'm just waiting for the good opportunity. it's just stupid to just A-click on the Hellions and hope for them to, or at least hope for your Zerglings to win the fight. So now I know where are the Hellions, how they are positioned, so I can prepare my circle, one group here, and a small amount of Zerglings coming from this side. And here we are. As you can see, I so far lost almost no Zerglings and I already killed 3 Hellions. And right now it's only about splitting the Zerglings on each Hellions. As you can see, I have a bit of each Zerglings on each Hellions. And this worked quite well for me. Now I can start spreading my creep again. I keep injecting. And yeah, I did make a quite big number of Zerglings, because after I did only see some 6 Hellions, so he can go on Medivacs and drop me, or on this game he went Banshee, but he could have went drop or anything like that, so I need Banix and Zerglings, just to be safe. I see the Banshee, so I know he's not going to attack me with a ground army anytime soon. I can keep joining, taking a 4th base. And my strategy in ZvT right now is, well, I mean, in mid-game I just do what I've done right now, and I go straight away to hive. I don't make any infestors, just stay on Zerglings, Banelings. Usually Terran won't have any way to kill me before I get to Ultralisk. With a decent micro of the Zerglings and Banelings, you can just defend against any aggressions until you get the Ultralisk. Right, as you saw during the fight, I was sending Zerglings 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 to take the mines shots, and once I saw they were all used, I could go inside and kill some units. Yeah, so now I'm really ahead on this game, because I had 3 base running, the 4th almost ready, and I'm going to Ultralisk. I'm gonna put it down very soon. You don't wanna just make Zerglings and Infestors for too much long time, because mines will just kill all your Zerglings and the Infestors can't really do much. It's very hard to aim correctly right now with the missile of the Infestors. So having Ultralisk quite fast is very important. As you see, I'm only making Infestors right now after the Ultralisk cavern. And yeah, right now I know I've done enough damage, so I can just stay defensive. I'm splitting a bit my army in case he drops somewhere. And I'm waiting for the Ultralisks to be able to be aggressive. What I was lacking in my last games, or tournament games in Heart of the Swarm, was the Pork Roller use against the drop. Right now it's very hard to deal with the Terran drops, because they are so fast, and especially on a big map like that, they can abuse it a lot, and with this kind of position, you see, you can drop from here to here within like 2 seconds, but your army has to do a huge displacement. So you need Spoke Rollers and Spine Crawlers just to buy some times before your army comes. So his attacks comes, usually turn we attack a bit early, around 14 to 15 minutes, that's the usual timing. And I already have the Ultralisk, so I'm pretty safe against anything. I don't think he knows that you don't expect Zerg to have Ultralisk before 16 minutes usually. And as you could see, I sent my Zerglings straight away into the Marines. I don't just A-click. You have to make the Zerglings enter the Terran army to make the Widow Mines deal friendly damage on the Marines. Otherwise you can just use all your Zerglings and they will make absolutely no damage. And yeah, once this fight is won, the game is basically won, because I'm ahead in economy and I have a big army and my production is very good, so yeah, this is just for the pleasure of the eyes. making some infested turn to block the ramp. And yeah, just running on the turn. He's making some mines. I think during the fight he was lacking of mines, he had like 5 or 6. You would want to have something like 10 to be efficient with them. Like with 5 or 6 you will kill the Zerglings for sure, but the Ultralisks won't really die. Because the bio gets almost one-shot by the Ultralisk when they get 1 gold attacked. The Marines at least gets 1 shot. So you should want to have at least 10 mines to be sure to kill the Ultralisk more easily. Anyway, that was it. I showed you my new opening in ZvT, or my mid-game opening, mid-game play, let's say. And see you soon.
So in this game you could see how important it is to get the map control in the early game against Terran, and how primordial it is to get the Ultralisk really fast to be able to defend the first attack of the turn. Thank you for watching. It was the HyperX Replay review made by Stephano.